Good afternoon. Welcome to All About Animals. I am Sherry Graditor, and today we're up at the Equestrian Connection in Mettawa, which does wonderful things and wonderful programs for people with horses. And we decided that today was the day that we should introduce you to some of the people who are around and let you know just what they do. So I'm going to introduce you to a whole bunch of people before we talk about programs. Number one, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
My name is Lynn Simmet.
Lynn, what is your position here?
Well, I have a few positions. I'm a certified instructor. I'm on the board of directors, and I run the special projects for the Eagle Scouts.
So there are special projects out of Equestrian Connection for Eagle Scouts?
We've had, I think, 5 or 6 Eagle Scouts come here to do their projects to gain their Eagle Scout status. I'm working with 2 right now, and I've done 3 or 4 other projects. That mounting block over there was an Eagle Scout project. So an Eagle Scout came out here, planned the project, raised the funds, implemented the project, and
Beautiful.
we gained from that.
So it's
greatly.
young people who are learning and
18,
growing
17, 18-year-olds.
and
yes.
growing and helping.
Yes.
And
amazing.
it's a win-win. It's marvelous. And as an instructor,
I started here 5 years ago as a volunteer through a flyer that came through my son's high school, and had a horseback riding background and immediately knew I was home. Went through a year-long certification process through Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship, and am now certified to help the adults and children with special needs in their horseback riding lessons.
beautiful. Would you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Paula Meyer.
Paula, what is your position here?
I'm the office manager and I also do the scheduling.
Which I imagine is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's really trying to work with the 200 plus families that we have when they transition from spring to summer. Schedules change, so their riding schedule here has to change. So it's a bit of a puzzle, but we get through it.
Now, one of the things I was really impressed with is that certain horses are classified for certain weights. Do you get involved with that when you schedule?
I don't. When I get a new client, I always get the rider's height and weight, and then it's up to the therapist that's going to evaluate that first visit. We conduct an evaluation. That therapist selects the horse based on the rider's height and weight. And the special need, because sometimes, regardless of the height or weight, depending on the special need, we have certain horses that have a slower movement or a faster movement, so the therapists make those decisions.
Very cool. So you keep yourself out of trouble, don't you?
I try. I'd have
Thank
to ask my
you.
boss if I do a good job at it.
You know what? And I promise not to ask her. How
Okay,
about that?
good. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very-
Would you introduce yourself?
My name is MJ Anderson, and I'm the volunteer coordinator here at Equestrian Connection.
MJ, how important are volunteers?
They're everything to us. Our program runs off of volunteer energy. We have volunteers needed every day of the week from about 9 a.m. till 5 or 6 p.m. at night.
What kind of volunteers? What do they do?
Well, we mainly train volunteers to be sidewalkers, which means they walk on the side of the horse, the instructor's on the other side, the rider's on top, and they keep the rider safe and engaged in the lesson. And then some volunteers like to lead the horses. Typically, they've had horse background or just an interest in horses. We also have volunteers that do maintenance on the grounds, stack hay for us, weed the garden, do paperwork, office work, those kinds of things.
Everything.
Everything. Fundraising.
So long range of positions, and basically anyone who wants to get involved is going to be able to find something to do.
Oh, absolutely. We try to have a face in the community. We get involved with programs, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. We hold birthday parties here, field trips with special recreation groups in the area. They bus in their riders, and we have programs for them. Even regular education schools sometimes come out and do a field trip with us.
Beautiful. And you're involved in all of that?
I try to be. We have a large database of volunteers with their emails, and we send out weekly newsletters, and people have a lot of fun, so they come back time after time.
You want to introduce yourself, darling?
Diana Schnell, Executive Director of Equestrian Connection.
And Diana, you were going to talk about programs, or you were going to talk about special events.
Yeah, I thought it was neat though that you met some of our team.
Well,
you can see how well established it is, and that's really important to its
also
success.
neat for people to know that there is a place for them if they want to get involved.
Oh, for sure.
Because, there are people who don't do horses who think they can't help.
Right.
And that's not the case.
Yes, and little did these people you met know that I would take their life away. No, it's all positive though, and we've got a strong base of support, and that really makes a difference.
Okay, in 2 minutes, because that's all we're going to have. No, because we want to talk about special events.
Okay.
There are people watching who don't know what Equestrian Connection does.
Okay.
So you need to tell them.
We help individuals with special needs grow stronger emotionally, physically, and behaviorally by providing therapeutic equine activities and therapy. So everything from therapeutic horseback riding to hippotherapy to job training, art therapy, massage therapy, camps, gardening. So any way we can possibly help those with special needs, we try to.
Why is a horse such a good thing for someone with special needs?
Many reasons. As you know, the outside of the horse is good for the inside of the man. Is that right? Yeah.
That's right.
And vice versa, actually. No, but it's truly good for children or adults who need trunk strength. And actually, a couple of our therapists just finished a training course, and they were saying how amazing it is that movement of the horse goes right up the spine to the brain and sends that walking pattern for those who cannot walk. So I'm convinced that many people who don't have that pattern get it from the horses. And that's just a small piece of it, and that's huge. Flexibility, self-confidence. You name it.
You once said to me many years ago when we were talking about birthday parties.
Yes.
And you said, here's a kid who's been in a wheelchair all of his life and looking up at the whole world. And then all of a sudden, he's the cool guy on the horse looking down at the rest of his class.
And he's the cool guy in the class.
Yeah.
So suddenly, he's not on the soccer team, so his friends think he can't do anything. And the next thing you know, they're like, you're so cool.
Yeah.
You ride a 1,000-pound horse. And that's, self-esteem is huge.
Sure.
And that's true for even adults who
Of
are
course.
suffering from MS, who feel they don't have control in their life, but they're able to control a 1,000-pound being. So putting some control back in their life is huge.
Now, we've got a whole bunch of stuff laying down here.
Is this fun?
What is it?
Well, I kind of thought this was fun. We have some groups that come work at our program, and they help us in any way that we need. So this year they made signs for our race. These are arrows. We have a trail race just right across the street. Matawa's built some beautiful trails in this area, and the race will benefit our programming.
It's a trail race for people on human feet.
Human feet, not
Very
a horse.
important.
And I'll show you a little cute guy poster that we have now, a horse therapist, and basically he's saying, I'm tired of betting on these humans. It's like, so he's always taking on a character, and that's what his character is for the race. But it's a 5K, a 10K, a 10 mile. There's a little half-mile fun run. We have wonderful sponsors, Costco, Sunset Foods, Vision Quest, Fitness Pursuit, just you name it, we're going to have so much here. Food, we have a DJ.
It's wonderful.
It's all great.
When is this? What is the date?
It's June 9th.
Okay.
And you can sign up online or at our facility. And we also have another event in June.
Tell me about that one, too.
Polo match. There's a Villa del Lago polo match in Lake Bluff. Typically we have it in August, but this year we changed the date and moved it to June. And it's quite exciting. It's over at Crabtree Farm. Same thing, you can get information on our website. It's limited to 300 people attending, and this year we will have the Tillman family, Charles Tillman and his family, divot stomping at halftime with us as we do a demonstration, but it's all for our scholarship fund. All the funds we raise there go towards
two
scholarships.
beautiful fundraisers coming up really in short order, and one right after the other.
Yep, Jump in June. So
Jump in June is going to be. And both of them obviously benefit the organization.
Yes, we're going to have the race benefit the horses, and we're going to have the polo match always benefits our scholarship fund for
Okay.
up to 25 riders.
For a quick 2-minuter, how do you choose your horses?
Um,
We got a couple of them out here that we can look at.
it's, there are a lot of horses out there right now who need homes, and we'd love to give homes to all of them. Unfortunately, we can't. But what we do is look at their gait. We look at their steadiness, their personality, disposition. But we also have to look at what we need as a program. We want a good variety from small to large. Actually, if we have time, I'll show you one of our newer horses, Norwegian Fjord, because our adult population is growing and we need, bigger horses, but also ones that are kind and strong and seem to understand. You can kind of tell.
Yeah, I remember there's one horse here that I love. We call him the Zen horse.
Yes.
Yes.
Shiloh.
Shiloh.
Yeah.
Sally?
I'm Sally.
Well, then you have to introduce yourself.
I am the equine manager of all these horses here. I take care of them and make sure that they are trained well for our customers.
Beautiful. And we're looking at two horses that are similar. What are we looking at?
These are Norwegian Fjords.
And
And they are here specifically because of their stance and their size. Our clients, some of them can be pretty big, and we need a big muscled horse that can carry them, but they can't be too tall. So we get these short little guys that happen to fit just perfect. for our
short and
purpose.
stocky and strong.
Right, just like me.
Well, honey, don't talk. Look at me here. Your riders look a heck of a lot better, I got to tell you. And so the horses are?
This is Santana, and this is Tank. Santana was our first Fjord. She started out with one of our MS riders, Paul, who just fell so much in love with her that he wanted to buy another Fjord for our program. So he bought us Tank this year. And so we were just going to work them a little bit to get them under saddle and make them,
Work a little.
yeah.
Go right ahead. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for holding them and looking beautiful next to them. Okay, so a couple things we wanted to mention, and we're running out of time. One of them was summer camp.
Yes, we do have our summer camps. We're trying a new approach this year, very therapeutic driven, even though they were in the past even more so. A new director, more a limited attendance so that we can really focus on our individuals. So sign up is on our website. There'll be fishing, swimming, boating, art therapy, riding therapy, grooming, learning about horses. And then we have some other programs too, new programs, a new program for substance abuse that's going quite well. And we're also looking at a program for junior counselors, older teens who think they're too old for camp, but still have some disabilities or special needs, but we want to empower them with helping others and gardening. We have a big
so,
garden project.
As we run out of time,
We have so
we've,
much.
we've referred to the website a whole bunch of times. We've not told anyone what it is.
Let's do that. It's www.equestrianconnection.org. And
Okay.
you'll be seeing a new one soon.
Oh my goodness.
on a new one.
Is there a phone number people can call?
Yes, it's 847-615-8696.
It's amazing. This place keeps growing and going, and there's always something new going on.
And you keep supporting us. Thank
we try.
you.
We try.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and I'm extending my appreciation to everyone who was on this show, even though they didn't really want to be. They were very kind, and they did the show so that you could get some sort of an idea of the people who are behind the horses. And I don't mean that literally. We are going to take you now to Save a Pet and show you some of the dogs and cats that are available there for adoption.